Good morning. I'm here instead of Carol this morning. Um, Carol's feeling a little under the weather, and she asked me if I would stream for her. And I said yes. So I'm going to give people a couple of minutes, hopefully, to find their way to me, and we'll see what happens. I opened up in StreamYard, and Carol gave my YouTube address, but you should be able to find. Maybe you're over in YouTube land. Let me go check. I was. Let me see if I can't find me over here. Let's see, and see Laura. That's me. And no, I'm not there. Oh, hi, Gail. Thanks for being here. I so appreciate it. Yeah, she's not feeling too well. She had a rough night, and her allergies are all a mess. And with the weather, I guess I don't think she's in harm's way. But Fiona, I guess, was pounding where Ruth lives. I don't know if you know Ruth or not, but she's up in that Newfoundland, Halifax, Nova Scotia area where Fiona landed. And we are now looking at Ian is on his way here, at least West Coast. Oh, I'm glad. Yep. Healing vibes, anything you can send, power, strength, prayers, whatever, right? Yeah, I was just reading about Ian, and it looks like our Florida friends on the West Coast are going to get the brunt of Ian. And good morning, Jean. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you ladies could join me. And I'm a little, I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am. So I thought, even though I'm going to read out of my book, that seems to calm me down a little bit and get me grounded before we start and talk about an impromptu. Yes, this is definitely impromptu. I mean, I have stuff scheduled, in my mind for tomorrow, but I want to save that for tomorrow. So we will muddle through, and hopefully you will muddle through with me. Good morning, Tina. Good afternoon from Sweden. Yes. I guess what you must be 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours later. So it is definitely afternoon for you. So thank you for joining us. We are now an international group, which is always exciting. So we're almost done. Those of you who've been following me on Sundays, we're actually almost finished with this book. There's only a few more pieces left. And good morning, Dixie. And I have gotten the I have a copy of the other book, the one that came out before this book. Everything I ever needed to know, I learned in kindergarten. 3 p.m. Okay, yeah. So it's 6 hours. So we're down to the last couple of few. There's one Christmas one that I thought I would hold off and read around Christmas to make it seasonal. And then there's one in here that says that if you own a dog or know somebody that owns a dog, do not read this one. So I'm not going to read that one. I haven't even read it, even though I don't own a dog, but I know many of you do. So I trust him. If he says don't read it, then I'm not going to read it. So that'll be the suspense. I might peek at it, but I won't read it out loud. So I haven't even had a chance. I know there's some short ones in the back here that we haven't read. So I'm just going to read a short one. And then I was early this morning, I was out and about. I mean, not out and about, but out and about on the internet looking for something new and exciting. And of course, we all know that there's really nothing new. But sometimes it's what we do is we are reminded of something that we maybe vaguely remembered from a long time ago. Because a lot of these things that I find, are 5, 6, 7 years old, and kind of bring them to the forefront. Um, so, with that said, let's see. All right, let's try this one. You can see how short it is. So, we will get to whatever we're going to do. I've got a couple of ideas. There's a bench in the city where I live. Its structure is simple: three slabs of smooth gray granite, each 6 inches thick. The seat piece is 16 inches wide by 42 inches long. The two supporting legs are 16 inches high. Having checked with compass to be certain, I can tell you that the bench has been carefully aligned so that its long sides faced east and west, and its two ends point north and south. This sturdy seat was placed with purpose on the highest ground on the highest hill in my city, so that when the sky is clear on a summer's morning, you can see almost 60 miles in three directions while sitting on the bench. West lies Puget Sound, east the mighty Cascades run free, and north is the university. South, a great tree, and all these things were loved by me. These words are chiseled into the edge of the bench and are an epitaph, for the bench is in fact a tombstone in a cemetery, and I would take you there to sit if I could. You wouldn't feel uncomfortable sitting on it, I promise. You wouldn't even notice what it was at first. It's right on the edge of a paved lane that curves through the burial grounds, placed so that you are clearly invited to use it. The closest living thing is a dawn redwood tree, comforting in its great age and size, a stout and worthy companion. The placement of this bench, the words on the edge, the consciousness of the view all say that someone went to a lot of trouble to be useful in death. A parting gesture of quiet generosity has been made. In over 25 years as a clergyman, I have been involved in hundreds of funerals, in the dying that went before and the burial that came after. There is an inevitable narcissism therein, a focus on self. What I want for my funeral and what I want done with my body and what I want for my epitaph. A very human holding on to identity as long as breath and granite last. The monuments left behind in the hollowed ground serve to separate the dead from the living and the dead from one another. For me, tombstones are markers of loneliness. But this bench I speak of is another story, unique. No name, no conventional epitaph, and no dates. Just an unspoken, open invitation for anyone to sit and think. What marks this grave is the gift of a silent companionship that bridges loneliness. In all the cemeteries I have visited around the world, I would have seen nothing like this, nothing so fine. That bench has become a spiritual retreat for me over the years, and I know that I am not the only one to use it. For once I found a note taped under the bench, not for me, for a young woman from a young man who was in love with her and wrote her careless poetry with great passion. No, I am not sorry I snooped, and yes, I put it back as I found it, and no, I didn't hide in the bushes to see who came for the note. Secret lovers have enough to worry about as it is. Twice I have shared the bench with strangers. I can't explain how we each knew the bench was important to the other and that company was welcome. We just knew, that's all. We sat in silence and went our ways. And it was on that bench the summer morning after my 50th birthday that I came to that moment in my life when one crosses over from the abstract intellectual knowledge that all human beings die to the active realization that I will die, me, Fulgrim, will not be sooner or later. Not only did I realize that I will die, but I walked away thinking, well, it's okay. I connect that moment of enlightenment with the peculiar sanctuary of the bench and whoever provided it. I accept the challenge of my unknown benefactor to also leave behind some gift for the living instead of useless stone markings, personal real estate. That bench will last hundreds of years. Many people will sit on it and think not of the name of its owner, but of the nameless joys of the sweet life and the mystery of death, and how utterly amazing it all is, and that somehow, sometimes, things are just as they should be. No sad or bad stories about cats or dogs. Nope, nope, nope. Wouldn't do that. Wouldn't do that to all of us. He's just talking about what we all know to be true. Someone's thoughtfully put a bench as a tombstone. That's a pretty awesome idea. I think that's very generous of whoever that person was. So that's his little epistle for the day. And so I hope you enjoyed that. I always do. I never know. I mean, I just as they should be. That's right. Who is the author? Yes, the gentleman's name is Robert. Let focus. Come on, focus, you freak. Robert Fulghum. Fulghum. And he's a minister of. I'm guessing he's maybe I was having this conversation with somebody he's definitely a Protestant minister because he's married. And I think he might be a Unitarian minister, or maybe an Episcopalian, only because those religions seem to be very inclusive, encompassing. Everyone's welcome. There's always room at the table. Not to say that other faiths don't have that, but for me, at least in my experience, I have found that those two groups seem to be the most welcoming. But that's just my opinion. Oh, Becky, I'm so sorry. I was hoping you would join me. Oh, dear. Something's wrong with your right wrist. Did you sleep funny on it, or maybe too much sewing? Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning, Monkey Mary and Janice. Yes, inclusive. Yep. That's my take on it. So, all right. So this morning, I was kind of looking around, for various things to maybe get involved in, and a lot of us have been making a lot of zines. Now, I'm not making a zine, but I found another paper folding booklet. And it was on Graphic Fairies. I subscribed to them, and it was one of their tutorials. And it's pretty darn cool. If I may say so myself, it's different. I mean, there's all sorts of things, and I'm sure many of you have already seen this, but I thought I would share it with you. And from what I can ascertain, you can make it. Oh, wow. That's amazing. It's just gotten worse. I know you've iced it and you've done all the things you're supposed to do. I'm so sorry. It's amazing. It's just, well, rest it, I guess. Ice it, heat, and that might help. So, this magazine or booklet is, from what I can ascertain, you can make it out of any size piece of paper. It just has to be rectangular. And so I was looking for the biggest piece of paper I could find, bigger than your regular 9x12. Good morning, Pam. Thank you for joining us. So I had some 17x11 paper that I was making. I had plans of making a big collage book. So I got under my thing and grabbed that and brought that out. So I decided to make it out of that. Well, I should show it to you. Well, that wasn't too smart, Anne. Well, I never claimed to be too smart. Anyway. Okay, let me just show you the finished product. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's all folded up. You have this nice little flappy thing here that you can punch holes in, and you can decorate it with, ribbon. She punched holes and then put ribbon through it. You could wrap it with washi tape, and when it's done, you end up with 7 pages or 14, both sides. And this is the shape of it, and it's kind of cool. So I'm just going to show you how to make one of these. And obviously this isn't decorated. She had some pretty paper that she had printed out, double-sided paper. And I just have white, but she had a piece of paper that she had done mixed media on. It was like a mixed media paper that she had created, with multiple layers, and she folded that up, and that made a really pretty book. And as you could see, you could easily put this through a sewing machine, and instead of gluing these together, you could stitch around them. You could add lace. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So let me show you how she did that. And if I hope I remember. I've only done it once, and for me, those are the type of things that I have to do many, many times. So I am using this is a 17 by 11 by 17 piece of paper. And you can fold it in half. And then you're going to fold it. I guess the technical term is this is the hamburger fold. And now we're going to do the hot dog fold. So we're just going to, but you don't have to use, I'm just doing a big piece of paper so you can see, but you can do this with just a regular piece of printer paper. Get out a piece of printer paper and fold along. Right? And then you're going to take this and fold up to the middle crease here. Obviously lining it up as best as you can. And give it a good crease. Obviously, if you have a bone folder, you could. Now, she said cardstock is a little bit too thick. I mean, you can do it, but it's almost too thick. And of course, you're going to fold this in like so. And again, it's hard to keep it. No, that's pretty good. Let's keep on doing that like so. And then you're going to fold this in like so. So it's pretty easy. Okay, like so. Give that a good, let's open it up. We should have 16 squares, like so. And I will just run a pencil down them real quickly so you can see them. I'm pretty sure I'm looking in my thingy and you can see them okay, I think. But I'll just do this because, well, that wasn't very helpful, was it, Anne? No, it wasn't. I probably should use a pen. I don't know whether that's helping or not. But I'll do it like so. Oh, that's this cutting mat that I'm using is got so many potholes in it. I've had it for years, and it's got a lot of divots in it, so to speak. It's been well loved and well used. All right. I don't know whether that helps or not, but So now the next part is the cutting. And the cutting is, well, it's not. It is. What we're going to do is we're going to start here. Let me get a pen so you can see what we're doing here. Maybe a pen here. I'm going to start here, and we're going to cut to here. And then we're going to come down here, and we're going to start here, and you're going to cut And you have to make that noise when you cut. Not just kidding. And then here, and then you're going to cut down the middle from here. Okay? To start with, I'm using my box knife, but you could use an X-Acto blade or whatever. This thing is super sharp, and there's no messing around with it. One swipe, and it's cut. I'm gonna go like so, and like so. So now you have this. Whee. And then you're gonna, it's kind of like now you're gonna open the door. You're just gonna go from here to here. Okay. Whoops. And these come like so. You can fold those over like so. Yes, an I or an H, exactly. That's kind of what she said too, like so. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut just from here to here. Like so. On this side, and turn it around, and then on this side. And that's all the cutting. So you can put your weapons away. Now you're going to put these over like so. And you're going to fold this up like so. Got it? I hope you're trying this because it is kind of cute. And you're going to come back this way. Do a fold, right? Nail fold. And then fold that this way. Make it as even as you can, right? Like so. Like so, like so, like so. Hi, Stacy May. And now you're going to kind of open it like so. And I don't think it matters. And now we're going to see something that we're very familiar with. It's the same thing we do in a zine. You open the middle like so. And you're going to fold this over like so. But you're going to leave this hanging. This gets hanging. 8 like 16 in chat. Hit the, oh, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Okay, so this, we should have 7. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to fold this in like so. So it's probably best to hold this here and bring that into the middle and then just kind of pinch it and fold that like so. All righty. And then you're going to fold this down like so. Hold this down like so, and then you're going to pinch, hold this like so, and then you're going to pinch this in. Come on, pinch, pinch, pinch. And then you're going to fold it like, get another pinch in there. Make it as even and as best as you can, right? Like so. And then you're going to bring that over to the side. And then you're going to push this in again like this. And fold that in half. Yeah. As best you can. Okay. And then you're going to open it. And you're going to leave these folded like so, I think. And then this is going to come in like so. And then this is going to come over that like so. And there's your, that's your binding. And there's your book. Now, I think I'm going to glue these pages, right? You can glue these pages together. I'm just going to use a little glue. Turn the page. And then you're going to glue up here. Has anybody gotten there? I mean, those are people that were in the swap, the zine swap. Has anybody gotten zines yet? I know Janet had company. I haven't gotten mine yet. But I know I think she said they were on their way. So maybe today. So glue, glue, glue. Now, she made, what she did, she made one. I didn't do a good job there, unfortunately. She made one out of watercolor paper. And wouldn't this be nice just to have this in your purse, you know, and you could do a quick little watercolor if you were out on vacation or something, you know. I think that would be a lot of fun. Or even like mixed media paper, just some paper that will take a little bit of water, you know. I'll show you if you. I'll show you in a second here what I have. Now you would do a much neater. Yeah, okay. I haven't either. I'm not really being very precious about this because I don't know why. I could be precious, but I'm not. Oh. I would probably sew around it because I like my little sewing machine, you know. I would probably stitch around it because... Hi, Deb. I know you're on your way out. All righty. Thanks for stopping in. So, and of course, you could decorate. Let me just show you real quick. So this, if you made this out of watercolor paper, which, you know, it's a little thick, but, and if you had something like this, you're all set to go. I made this. This is a little traveling watercolor set I made out of this is an Altoid tin size. You can buy the tins on Amazon. And I have made this for myself, but it's really, I have myself a little pencil, a little watercolor brush with water in it, a little paper towel, a little stirrer, a little kind of thing I made with a little pole on it. And then I have watercolors that are all dried out, but when you add a little water to them, you reconstitute them and you're ready to watercolor. Hi, Safia. So say if I wanted to do a flower, take my little top off, take this off, maybe screw this on. Let's see, get some green going, squeeze some water down into here. And it actually doesn't take too long to get this. I mean, I haven't used this in years, literally in years. Let's see. See if I can do a leaf. I'm going to go down and up and down and up and down and up, down and up. Of course, this is not watercolor paper. And then I can go like so. Pick up a little red. But you can see that could be, if that was watercolor, you would have a little watercolor thingy, right? And you'd have a little flower, right? There. So this would be a great little travel kit to take with you if you wanted to go out and I'm going to squeeze out. But that's kind of the right size for little things that you can do, and with a little book like that. I could see where that would be really nice if it had if it was made out of watercolor paper. It would be really practical. So let me put my little traveling watercolor kit back together again. My little Isn't that cute? I love it. So you could carry this around and you'd be all set to go. Just like that. And we can decorate that. Actually, I'd like to, what do you think? Do you think my sewing machine is going to go through that? And you want to take bets? Probably not. That's pretty thick. Well, I could try. I brag about my sewing machine all the time. That's pretty thick, though. I think that would be foolish. No, I just saw it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Janice. I just saw my stirrer. Let's see. I just got some new washi tape, so I'll throw some washi tape on it. I was enabled by Nettie and bought this washing tape. And it's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, that might work. The alphabet might work. Didn't want to leave my stirrer behind, right? Shaken or stirred. Actually, you know what? Probably would not be a bad idea to stick some. You think? Oh, you mean like right here? Right here? You know what? Let's try it. I mean, what's the worst possible? What could happen? It jams. So I can't tell you how many times I've jammed this puppy. Let's try it. Ah, what the heck? Nothing gained. This is the monster. Whoa. I can pick her up with one hand. There she is in all her glory. And she even runs on battery. So if I wanted to go outside and sew outside, I could. She's got 4 AAA batteries. Now, she doesn't have a whole lot of power with the batteries. But she's got a pedal, a foot pedal. She's got a little light, 12 stitches. So you're thinking right in this thin area right here, huh? Okay. And I will bring it down and help her out. Oh, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Straight stitch, you think? Yeah. But I got other needles. Good luck. Yes, we're going in. Here we go. Straight stitch, yeah. No. Whoops. It's all right. We can do it. Come on, baby. You can do it. It'd help if I put the foot down, huh? Let's go back. Yeah. It would have worked better if I had had the foot down, don't you think? Yeah. All right, here we go. No? Go backwards too? Oh, we're showing off now. Here we go. There we are. Ta-da! She did it again. This was, it is, someone was asking me about this sewing machine, and I said it's so cheap it doesn't have a name. There's no name on the box. If you go to Amazon, there's a whole bunch of them that are either lavender or green, teal. And of course, we got a mess here, but I don't care. And they're $59 to about $59 up to like 62. If you buy the 62 one, it comes with all sorts of stuff. You know, this one came with this thing has metal bobbins too. Metal. And came with several needles and a foot pedal and such. No, it doesn't. Who said cheap is fun? Yes. I would think the machine stitching would cut the paper. It doesn't really. I mean, yeah, if you were to just to sew a single piece of paper, it might tear it a little bit. But again, that was a wadful. But I think that was a good idea to do it right there because that was the thinnest part. But that's not going anywhere. It tears it a little bit, but it's that paper. This is not falling apart anytime soon. So there you go. That was fun. I'm glad I got out the sewing machine. And I can still put washi on it. I might as well use a piece of this washi. Right? The alphabet. Come around like so. Yeah. You know, it would also be fun with this little thing would be to, you could add some, if you have little stamps, you could add some little stamps on the pages, just wee stamps. A little stamp here, little stamps, you know, little tiny stamps. I have gone through most of my stamps, and I've pulled out the little ones out of, you know, stamp kits, and kind of have them in one area, in one little container. So if I just want to make a statement in stamp, so to speak. This is all my, these are my little stamps. Like, I think this is screaming for a ladybug. I don't know about you, but it's just screaming. Ladybug, ladybug, ladybug. Run away home. Your house is on fire and your children are alone. So let's put a little ladybug here. Whoops. Because I'm out of frame, Don't you hate it when the stamps don't stick to the thingies? Come on, stay. Let's see. A stocking stuffer, yes. Your little ladybug there. And we turn the page. Ooh. Let's do this one. Can almost be an insect. Give him a little auntie. Oops, I'm sorry. Little aunt. I love that commercial. I guess it's, I don't know, is it a Geico commercial? He said, we love the new house, but we have a trouble. We have trouble with the ants. And you're thinking ants, right? But it's their ants. The ants have moved in. I happen to have a little bee. Put a little bee here. There. So anyway, I put all my little stamps in one. I took them off, you know, the thingies, so I could have them all in one little spot. Because it's nice just to grab a little, kind of make a little statement, something like that. That's not a really good statement anyway, but it would be fun. Oh, you know that commercial? Let's see. Oh, no problem with the typos. With stamped images that could be colored. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you can get those little tiny colored pencils, the little short ones. And but that would be, yeah. So I think that's a cute. And there's another one too. I'd have to go back and relearn how to do it. But it's made out of a scrapbook page. So it's folded and cut using a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Now the zines are on a rectangle piece of paper, right? As I recall, that's a rectangle. I've put stamps on either side of a cork too, and that makes a quick stamp. So I have all my Well, no, it's not true. I have some stamps in here from when I was doing that Edith Holden wannabe thing. But so I thought I would share that with you. It's something I found at 6:30 this morning, and thought it would be fun. That maybe you'd like to maybe play around with that. I'm kind of happy with that. So the other thing I thought I would do, since we're just hanging out, I really enjoy. Well, I really love collage and not people call gluing paper to pictures to paper collage, and that's more like a gluing, which I love gluing. I find that one of the most relaxing things to do. And doing small collages, I really enjoy doing. And many years ago, I started working on just small collages with the intention, and I guess the challenge with this collage was to leave white space, and sometimes that's really hard to do, to leave white space. So I found, when I was rummaging around, and as we all do, rummage around, and I rummage around with all intentions of organizing, but somehow all I do is rummage around and then get distracted. So, but I found this little book that I bought and gutted and put white pages in it with the intentions of doing small collage and using intentionally leaving white spaces. So I thought I might mess with that a little bit. And then I did show you last week my finished ephemera book. I did last week on my stream. I showed you that I had finished that. So I'm not going to show you to you again, but this is the book. I found it at the Dollar Tree, and I took all the paper out, because when I go to the Dollar Tree and buy a book, I'm looking for, it's the size of the book, not what's in the book. Actually, there was one of the books that I got that I actually ended up reading. It wasn't that bad. But when I took it apart, I managed to, I really mangled. I sliced through the binding, but this is all going to get covered and no one will ever know. But this was the perfect size for what I had in mind. And I think it was a challenge. I think it was a 100-day challenge, 100 days of collage. Several years ago. Does that ring a bell with anybody? I know there's a lot of 100-day things going on, but I think this was specifically like little collages. And I thought that, it would be fun to do the little collage, but also add, like, I know Becky adds quotes, and I think that's great. And I really want to add more quotes, Yeah, move the pile. Yeah, I move the pile from one area to another. So I haven't bound it yet, but I've reinforced this. So this can come out, and this eventually be stitched in there. But I cut the paper and I rounded the corners, and I have, as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures in here. But this is the size that it will be when it's done. So, and I haven't really looked at it because I haven't worked on it in 5 years, 6 years. And I don't even know what state of my collage knowledge. Oh, okay. I was into cutting up pop cans. Natural is hard to find in the modern day world. Oh, look, I have some fabric. All righty, a little fabric. That's always good. Allow yourself a treat. Well, there's a Timmy person. Oh, here's another piece of fabric. Huh. But again, you want to leave, I guess you can do this, a little white. That's washi, a little dictionary. Let's see. I don't like that at all. Oh my gosh, that's awful. That's, I guess that's a, I don't like that. This is Climb a Tree. It gets you closer to heaven. I don't like that at all. Ooh, I like this. Making Waves. I like that one. And that's a fish stamp that I carved. This one I like. I'm very critical. Explore the most spectacular. Well, that's okay. But, ooh, I like this one. A sense of being alone for a day. Flow. That's from the Flow magazine. Some of them are okay. See, this is, yeah, I don't want, yeah. A hunch is creativity trying to tell you something. I like that. A hunch is creativity trying to tell you something. See, I like that. That's a little bit of napkin. So you can see there's just a little bit of everything in here. So that's why I thought I would, some of these are okay. So I thought I would play with this and maybe, Carla, Cage Fish. Take this out. I was a Patreon of hers many, many, many years ago, and she gave lessons on doing collage. And she would, she'd say, get a paper bag and throw in a bunch of pictures in various sizes and reach down with your eyes closed and grab 3 pictures or 4 images and put them on your table and then try to create a collage. And that was a great exercise, just to be able to just have a few things on your table and move it around and make something out of it. So I have something similar to that. And this is all little stuff, or stuff that could be torn up and made little. And I have some of Timmy things. These are the real fat ones, but the nice thing about these, you can just peel this off. So I don't have to leave them fat. And these are nice. These are nice little quotes. They'll work. And I've got some like that I can tear. Maybe not. Let's see what I got in here. See, these are like little things that I will tear out. That's just a little piece of an ad. That might go there. So some of these are too big. That's some mixed media stuff that I did. Wow. Ooh, look at that. I don't know what that is. Let's see what else I got in here. But, oh, look at my doggies. See these little doggies? It is like your bits and bobs. This was it was an exercise, and I want to say it was Carla Sondheim. And the exercise was to draw a dog in like 30 seconds. And then draw like on index cards. And, oh, bye, Tina. Have a lovely day. Thank you for stopping by. And you did them on index cards. And you got a whole stack of them. And so I drew all of these dogs. Now I did have I went on Pinterest or Flickr, and I saw there was a picture of a lab, and that was my reference. And then I just started drawing, and just various facial expressions, and size of the dog. And then I cut them out and then put them, and then eventually I actually watercolored them and framed them. Now, I very rarely, very, very rarely do I ever frame anything I do, but I just kind of like them, just with a little wash. And this is a Dollar Tree frame. I go to I buy dollar frames, and this is, I think, Tim Holtz washi tape back here. So I put them on a little, I guess that's gold, I think. And you can see they're not evenly cut or evenly matted, but I just like the whimsy of them. And they hang on my wall with the command Velcro strips. And it's just fun. So that's, my hope and pray that they stay up there. If they fall down, we'll hear a crash. Okay? But I have plenty of frames. But that was a fun exercise. So I know well, here's one's missing. I cut one out and sent it to Janet and said, oh, here's Freddie. And it's Freddie-like. And I think I painted it black. So we could use one of those. I'll take one of these to put on the thingy, be part of the collage, right? Let's see. Throw that there. Yeah, I never thought of this being a bits and bobs, but it kind of could be, because these are so random. I don't even know where they came from. Well, let's just stick this over here. See what we have here. If we use Freddie, let's kind of tear around Freddie. And, I always have trouble. I don't know about you, but oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know that I could do Lily. I don't know. I mean, these are cartoon-ish, Well, I guess I could do Lily cartoonish, but I have trouble with composition, and I don't know. I just now starting to understand composition, but I still feel that I'm really kind of lost when it comes to doing a well-composed piece. I understand that, color and size, and you want your eye to move around. Then that, when you're doing that, then all the spontaneity kind of is gone, which is, that's a choice you make. Are you just, like this, just slapping down and doing a quick collage, or are you, doing a thoughtful, composed piece? That's a possibility. Now this is a little big, but it could just be. It could just be that, and I could be done. And because I like that, and fall's coming, and I'm going to miss fall, because fall is the. You want to learn to draw. I bet you, there's a lot of, if you go online, go to YouTube and say how to draw the Shih Tzu. There will be lessons on how to draw it line by line by line. I guarantee you. I would be shocked. There'll be someone there that'll give you a lesson on how to draw that dog. I'm afraid to say the word because, is that how you say it? Because I'm always afraid I'm going to say it incorrectly. I did say it correctly? Oh, wow. Because I'm always afraid I'm going to say S-H-I-T. So I'm very conscious of that. So we have a lot of yellow here, right? And we could do Freddie down here in the foreground. And he's going to be the focal point, I'm assuming, because he's so big. So I'll stick him here. And maybe, guys, you should get out some paper. Maybe a butterfly, maybe? This is where we should be getting out the stickers. That's another thing. Not using stickers enough. Have tons of stickers. Never think to use them. I got something that said they were stickers, and they were not. I was a little disappointed. When I went to peel off the back, I ended up peeling off a layer of paper. I cut the butterfly's antenna off because I figured I could add them. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Should we put the butterfly there? Yeah, what the heck. I'll have it on his. And we'll stick that there. Just a little. The goal of this, Janice, is it's supposed to be, you're supposed to leave white space. Let's see. Yeah, I think most of us forget about the stickers. I mean, you can't have the stickers out all the time. I guess you could. I'm just going to put some antennae here. There. Okay. Now, I think that's done. Maybe a quote up here. Let's see what Timmy has to say. Oh, I've got those other quotes. Yeah. Let's see. How many of you have done that? Taken a book that you've torn apart and just gone through it and look for sentences that make that you can cut out. That's what this is. These are just out of books. Please pass the cake. That makes no sense, but it is kind of funny. Oh, how about he was an extraordinary talker? Oh, here's a good one. I think. Yeah, what the heck, right? It kind of makes sense. Let's see if I can get at it. maybe a little one of these thingies, you know, where you do this. I should have outlined it. Oh well, I didn't. I'll remember the next time. The air is full of sunshine. All right. There you go. Easy peasy. You're up for another one? I type stuff up in Word and and print them out. Yep. I think Aunt Bex does that, and she does it on sticker paper, I do believe. And see, this kind of, well, let's do this side. All right. Let's dig in again. I mean, I have them in these things. Ooh, let's see. See, some of these are too big. Let's see. Tiny postage stamps. Ooh. How about that? What was that? Pocketbook. Got some text. I got a lot of goodies, little stuff in here. That's a big one. I can't use that. Fortunately, I don't appear to have, I don't seem to have any fabric in here. That's what I need. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's enough. We can find something here that we can use. Ooh, I like these like little town scenes. This must have come out. And a chair. You see how tiny these are. I mean, I go tiny. Oh, look, I like cutting out chairs. They're a pain in the ass to cut out, but here's Genghis Khan. I think that's enough. I could be, in bicycles. I love cutting out. Bicycles. Yeah, I have fabric, but it's all of, I don't know, 10 feet away from where I am. All right, let's see what we can do here. I hope I'm not boring you guys. So you take something like that, which is big, but yeah, thumbs up. I would appreciate. Thank you. Something like that. Put the pineapple there, or cut that in half so you don't have all of it. That might be just too big. I'm not sure. But I like the blue and the yellow. That's a nice color combination. Put that up there. And that makes no sense. But who said it had to make sense? Ooh, what's this? I don't even know what that is. Is that a fish? It looks like the dog. I have no idea what that is. Well, thank you, Gail. It's funny to talk, you know, what's going through my mind, which is that seems kind of funny even to say that. What's going through my mind? A lot of times it's just an empty space. I had this reminds me of, see, I like that. I had when they test your brain waves, it's not an EKG, that's the heart, and EGG and EKK could be in the bag. The pineapple? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is that what you're saying? Like something like that? Have it kind of coming out like that? Or maybe just the EEG. Thank you. I knew it. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Is it a rainbow cat? I can't tell whether that's a face. That's the face. Is it a pig? It's got a little corkscrew thing. I can't figure out. You see a fish. Yeah, I kind of see a fish too. It's weird. I don't know. Well, that's different. And we could just say, yeah, it looks like a crouching animal of some sorts. We could just say they're high. That's just me. Hi. There. What do you think? I shouldn't ask you what you think because it's not that I don't value your opinion. I didn't mean it that way. But I think the bag, I like the pineapple. The pineapple's going down. Interesting. Scuba diver. Oh, you think he's a scuba diver? Ah, that's interesting. Anyway, I was back to the EEG, right? Interterrestrial. Yeah, that's kind of. When I first got married, I woke up one morning and I had double vision for no known reason, right? I just saw double of everything, and because we were concerned, and we went to the doctor, and we went to the family doctor, and he sent me to another doctor, and they thought maybe I had stavius gravis, which is a very serious disorder. And so I had all these tests, and one of the tests was this EEG, and it didn't start out well, because the first thing when I got there, they asked me whether my father was going to stay with me, and of course my father, the man standing next to me, who they thought was my father, was my husband. So we kind of, Bruce and I kind of thought that was funny. We laughed a little bit about that, and so they have me all wired up. They put all these little things in your scalp, right? And they turn the machine on. Yeah, an electroencephalogram. That's it, Gail. You got it. And as they're running the test, I'm sitting there, wide awake, attentive. And the girl kept on saying, wake up, wake up. I guess my brain was not, I was emitting no signal at all. And I was very upset about that. And I'm thinking, man, am I that dense that my brain doesn't even, I mean, there was nothing there. She thought I had fallen asleep. And I was just a little, I was just, you know, and afterwards, you know, we were laughing about it, but I don't know whether there was something, but I was embarrassed. I said, well, I am awake. I kept on saying, but I am awake. And then every once in a while she'd say, wake up. I said, no, I am awake. I am awake. I'm wide awake. So that was my experience with the EEG. And thank goodness I didn't have MG. Someone was just talking about that the other day in chat. And I see that it's on TV in the sense that they're advertising medicine for it now. That can help with that disorder. But and I told everybody I spoke to throughout this whole saga, I don't think I'm going to put the bag on. It's just too much. But I think I might do this little cascadey thing and have this over here. I told everybody that I was on birth control. And they just ignored me. I said, you know, I'm on birth control. Could this be causing that? Because I know there are a lot of things that birth control pills can do. I mean, I know they're much better than they were back 100 years ago when I was taking them. I'm talking a long time ago, you know. And everyone just kind of ignored me. But and then one doctor said, well, just stop taking them and see what happens. And I'm thinking, well, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be pregnant. But no, I did stop taking them. And I didn't become pregnant. And guess what? The double vision went away. As soon as I stopped taking them, the double vision went away. So I don't know whether that was the culprit. Oh, and of course, I went to the eye doctor, of course. And, you know, that was the first thing I went to was the eye doctor. And he said, I can, you know, prescribe glasses for you that will get rid of the double vision, but that's not taking care of whatever the underlying issue is. So that was an interesting couple of weeks. And we'd only been married maybe a month when all of this happened. You know, I think I've told that story. We failed at eloping. We tried to elope and we were not successful. So we came home and got married in my parents' family room. We thought you could go to Endicott City, Maryland, was known as the doctors don't want to hear about side effects. Yeah, man, that is so true. But they certainly list enough of them, don't they? I want this under that, and I think I'm not going to be able to do that, but that's for sure. But when they have because it seems like the ads on TV are all either car insurance or drugs, and then they start rattling off all of the side effects. Well, that's not going to work. So this will work of the drugs. And you notice as they get into the side effects of the drugs, they start talking faster and faster and faster. It's almost as the print gets smaller, they talk faster when you're listening to them. And it can cause a little bit of this. Yeah. I don't read the side effects. I mean, because you'd go crazy if you did. Well, I don't know what I did there, but it's done. It is what it is, right? All right, let's do this. Did I put anything up here? No, I didn't. Let's do this. And we need a little something here. But I don't know. The Advil is very, and oh yeah, well that's that's the best one, Becky. That's always the last one, and it may cause death. And getting up every morning may cause death. I mean, let's see. Yeah, bottom line, and it may cause death. Yeah. That's why I like that. That's why I love my new favorite. My new favorite quote is, "She took the leap before she took a leap and built her wings on the way down." It feels like I'm building my wings on the way down a lot. Yeah, they just anything. Yeah, and know, I know that it's the CYA. She be a flautist? Oh, let's just be silly. Let's make her a flautist. I like saying that word, flautist. What do you do for a living? I'm a flautist. I have my best friend Nancy. She would, if someone asked her whether she played any musical instruments, and she played none, she always said, "Oh yes, I play the harp." And people would go, "Really? You play the?" "Oh yes, I play the harp." And she would have this whole conversation about playing the harp and how hard it was to lug it around. She knew nothing about a harp at all. But she had some really funny responses to people's questions. My ex would basically judge his responses to people that he didn't know. He would, like, the dumber the question, he would think if the more outrageous answer he would give. If he thought the question was inappropriate, then he'd give them this ridiculous, outrageous answer. I wish I could remember some of them, because they were. I'm sure I'll remember them at some point in time. But he was notorious for trying to embarrass you. And he would embarrass his sister because she was very prudish. So he would take great delight in embarrassing her in public. Look. No, that doesn't work. Oh, I thought it would work. I thought her playing the flute would work. Let's see. Can you see? Nah, it's not big enough. It's a good idea. Maybe stick it over here. Stick it here. Oh, well, now I have a little tiny flute. And we got this guy here. And it looks like she's painting. I see a palette right here. Can you see the palette? I'm so disappointed in this camera. I can't even begin to tell you. Whatever this weird thing is, it's just so odd. I have no idea what it is. All right. Let's look for something up here, a quote. Maybe a little sun, a little cluster here, and a little quote. Remembrance of things past. Her mother's heart. No, I don't think so. How about this? All their secrets. Do they have secrets? Maybe they do. It's a rainbow squirrel. A rainbow squirrel. Oh, you know, it all depends on, I think it's a pig. Looking down at it this way, here's its head, here's its snout. You see, it's got a little corkscrew tail right here. That's why I think it's a pig. Pig. You see the pig? Now it looks like a pig. Yeah, it's got that little corkscrew tail and little ears. Well, it's a pig. We'll have to find a thing for the pig. But I think I'm going to put down here. This looks like a Modigliani. Modigliani. Long faces. Does anybody know I'm trying to say this artist's name incorrectly? A baby rhino. Oh. Wow. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, rhino would have a little tail too, because the ears are rhino-like or hippo-like. Maybe it's a baby hippo. Modigliani. Thank you. Yes. I don't know whether it looks like Modigliani with the long faces. Which one I found? I found one. Looking out the, oh, ooh. Here's one that says looking out the window. It kind of looks like they're looking out the window. That's kind of a window. Because that's upside down, because there's the chair. I just saw that. I think, let's see, there was something about keeping secrets that I thought was good. Now I can't find it. Oh no, all the fairy tales. Good luck, goodness of the heart. He maintained full of superstitions. No. When I was a child. These are really random. I mean random. Lucy. That's one of the things. Lucy. Do they look like they're having the time of their lives? Beautiful. She was free to follow. She was too beautiful. It was probably not a good idea. Goodness of the heart, deep in my soul. Something. She remembered it was something precious, wonderfully familiar, dangling off balance. Happiness is coming home. Oh, there it is. All their secrets. Let's pretend they have secrets. All their secrets. I'm going to stick that right here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Wait. This is not going to be easy to do, but wait, I'm going to try. All their secrets. Gee, that could have been a soap opera, couldn't it have been? All their secrets. Let's see. Isn't it amazing how the act of doing this makes such a difference? Just that little bit, just works. All their secrets. They look like they're looking at Van Gogh's sunflower painting and not agreeing on their yes. And she looks kind of like her expression is like, oh, here we go again. I don't think that goes there. I don't think that goes there. I think that's it. I mean, these are supposed to be lots of white space. And I'm going to leave it at that. That's it. Let's see. All right. Let's do, I don't like to look at that one while you're doing one because I find it distracting. So I'm going to go like so. All righty. In for another, guys. Oh, Lily, it's not time. Oh, I have to tell you about Lily. Lily's not doing well. I am taking her to the vet on Monday. She has started biting me, and I am heartbroken. She's never bitten anybody, nothing. Oh, thank you. Sure, you're up for another one? And I'd be, she'd be on my lap. She'll be coming to me. She's on my lap, and I'm petting her, and all of a sudden, she's biting. And it's not like a little love bite. She's broken the skin a couple of times. So I went online and I typed in what would cause a cat to start biting you. And it was very clear. It said that that means the cat is in a lot of pain and to get in touch with a vet immediately. So she's 12 years old and she has arthritis. And she's being treated for arthritis. And so that's my diagnosis, that she's in a lot of pain, and that's how they react. They just bite when they don't normally, when they're not animals that bite, they bite. And that was interesting because they had it in bold black print. In bold black print, it said it meant that they were in a lot of pain, and then to contact a vet immediately. So I called my vet, the vet that is the only vet that's ever seen her. Not a real fan, but it's not his fault. When I first took her to him, the last time she was there was 2018. And she was limping. And I know many of you know this story. And I thought maybe, she had picked up something in her. Now, she's an inside cat. She's never been out. She doesn't go out at all. Occasionally, I take her out and try to walk her on a leash. But for the most part, she would be considered an inside cat. She's never had any shots. That's another thing. I figured, why does she need a rabies shot? She doesn't go outside. And or the other shots. Now, she had them when I got her as a kitten, and but anyway. And he said the last time they examined her, they put her under, they checked her paw, and the one vet was examining the wrong paw, which really pissed me off. But anyway, $800 later, I was told that she's got arthritis. And I'm giving her the Kosigan, the arthritis medicine for pets, which they soak me for $36, and you can buy it on Amazon for $18. But I understand they have to make a living too. I will give them, and then he gave me some pain medication. And the pain medication, it was very, very specific. You give them 2 drops and then one day, and then 1 drop the next day, and then you skip a day and give them. It was very, very convoluted, complicated process of giving them the pain medication. And apparently the pain medication is highly addictive, and you've got to be very, very careful with administering it. But I was tempted to give her some because I still have some. And I asked the tech who I talked to on the phone, and she said, oh, no, don't do that. Besides, it's expired. So I mean, there are some like homeopathic, like marijuana type, marijuana for cats type pain relief. But anyway, I'm taking her Monday. Okay, you never got shots. Yeah. Oh, hi, Nettie. Good morning. I never got shots for any of my cats. I have a horror story about rabies shots in cats. Oh, do I want to hear it? They got rabies. We're just hanging out. Carol's not feeling well, and I just stepped in and mumbling and fumbling my way through, and everyone's been so kind and been hanging out. So I so appreciate you coming also and hanging out with us. And I'm just doing what I would call little collage with a lot of white. Okay. And then I was telling you about what Lily. Lily's not, well, Nettie knows Lily because Nettie's in the Thursday craft and chat, and she hears Lily when she's meowing for food. She knows the Lily story. So I'm taking her Monday, and we'll see what happens. I didn't realize she was 12 years old. She was born May 10th, 2010. I just don't want her to be in pain, you know? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was just, see, my sister never had an indoor cat for rabies, and I have not continued their shots. I keep up to date on her shots because she goes outside. Yeah. Yeah, with little expense, right? 12-year cat is a little too young to have major issues, in my opinion. Hopefully, she just wants more. Oh, no, she gets a lot of attention. She gets so much attention. I don't think that's it. And, when I took her and they determined that it was arthritis, they did x rays and everything. He said one of the solutions was, and this was not a practical solution, one of his solutions was, well, prevent her from jumping up and jumping down. I'm thinking, oh, okay. And carpet my house. Um, I don't have any carpet in my house. I live in Florida. My house is all tile and wood floors. And so carpeting the house is not something that I can do or would do. I'm sorry. And how am I going to stop her from jumping up on the couch where she sleeps and then jumping down again? That's impossible. All right, yeah, what are you saying? My sister was so upset they said they had to send the body for testing. Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me scroll back up. 12, yeah, a little too young. Let my sister take the body home with her. I hope the vet. Yeah, me too, Dixie. Since our cats are now indoors only, continue with their shots. My sister never had. Oh yeah. My sister never had her indoor cat. My cat was 19 years old and sick. She took her to the vet to have her euthanized. Well, the cat bit a vet tech because not vaccinated. They wouldn't release the body to her, I guess. Let me take with her. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Well, I have to say that the vet did say to me the last time I was there in 2018, he said he would not treat her. He would not treat her until she had her shots. So, which I understand. So I told the tech that when I talked to them on Thursday, when I called to make an appointment, I said, she does not have her shots. And the doctor said he would not treat her until she had all her shots. And she said, well, I'll make note of that. And then she said, catnip. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what he said, Gail. It's exactly what he said. If you have an animal that isn't rabies vaccinated and they bite someone, there is big trouble. And that's exactly what he said to me. When I declined the last time, he said, well, you don't want Bogan and Bogan coming after you. And Bogan is one of these huge law firms down here in Florida. They go, do those kind of cases. And I just couldn't imagine any scenario where Lily would bite anybody. And now she's biting me, literally the hand that feeds her. And my grandkids are coming. They're coming in October and they love her and she loves them. But I'm going to, unless we can get this under control, we'll see. I'm just so, concerned. Hi, Violet. So nice to see you. I enjoyed watching you and Mad Frankie yesterday. That was fun. I'm just, chilling and talking about Lily. And so yeah, we'll see what happens. Thank you. She's been such a great, I like this. She's been a great pet. She really has been. And she's loving and she's smart and she's a pain in the ass. All those things that you want in a pet, right? So I like this, guys. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think that's it. Finito. I think that page is done. Just like that. I'm doing little collages, Violet, with the premises, little collages with a lot of white. And sometimes it's hard for us to leave white, but this, you're supposed to leave white. And we're just seeing, yeah, thank you. I love the chair too. I like the chair too. So I'm gonna do that. They're going here. That one should have been the secret caption. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. So her appointment's at 10:30 on Monday. And I have trouble, it's interesting. I have arthritis. So it's like we're sharing the same the same conditions. I have rheumatoid arthritis and I have trouble with my joints also. And but they said when I got there to stay in the car because they don't like to have that many people in the waiting room and let's call them when they're there. And I said, that's great because I'm going to need help carrying her in. And they said, that's not a problem. So that really will work out well. I'll just pull into the parking lot and I'll call them. And when they come out, they can carry her in the cat carrier, so that'll work out. That'll work out well. You know what I did? That's up too high, isn't it, ladies? Yeah, it is. And that's not coming off, is it? Oh, maybe it is. And I think Becky said somewhere up there that it's hard for them, for a vet to treat a cat that, well, and you know what I think is going to happen? And maybe Becky or someone who knows animals can confirm my fear that what's going to happen on Monday is they'll come out to the car and they will give her all of her shots and then they'll say, come back. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how quickly those shots go into effect. So I have a feeling that they'll vaccinate her and then they'll say, come back in a week. Or do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if those vaccinations take effect immediately. I have a feeling maybe they don't, and they'll just vaccinate her and say, now you have to wait a couple of days and then come back. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. Because let's face it, when you take an animal to a vet, it's so stressful for them, And for me, but it's more stressful for them. Now she will. The last time I took her to the vet, I put the cage, you know, the little travel cage down, and she just walked right into it. She was so good, but I don't know whether she will do that again. You know, it's like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So I don't know whether she will happily walk into that the second time, because she's pretty smart. What did he just say? Someone just said that we just got a thing from the IRCC, something about Ian lost the race last night. Does that mean Ian's not going to be a hurricane? Anybody? I've been following Ian, tropical depression, Ian. I wonder how Ruth made out. All right. So that's, now we have this mystery. Make sure they don't have a reaction. Yeah, let's see. I had a dog that would have. We went to the vet. Huh. See, Lily is a very, very friendly, outgoing. She's very, very friendly and very outgoing. She's more like a dog. When people come, she greets them. She runs to the front door, and she's a meet and greet like a dog would. Oh, it's predicted to be a 2 or 3 because the guy just said it lost the race. So I don't know what that means. Our friends on the West Coast are, I guess, right in the crosshairs for her. I'm on the East Coast. Let's see, forecast. Well, my forecast hasn't changed any. Well, yeah, now it's listed as an M, which means, I guess, M stands for major hurricane, which means winds 110 miles an hour. Oh, well. So I appreciate that. Best of luck. Beth's on the East Coast. She's only 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away from me. Who's on the West Coast? Gerhardt's in the middle, but more leaning towards the west. And do you know how to take them? No, I don't. I'm not even supposed to have them because I don't have banners. Do I hit banners? How do you get rid of them? I don't know. Do I click on it? No. Well, it's not a bad thing. I don't know. It's not a comment. Lizzie and Kathy and Gerhardt are on the West Coast. Yeah. And can you click on comment again? And it should be, click on it on her. Do I click on the comment or do I click on the? Oh, you're not. Okay. Oh, that just made it bigger. Whoops. Wait a minute. Okay, let me go. I guess I have to find, let me find Fort Myers and Tampa. Yeah. Let's see. Do I go to, I guess I go to the comment itself, right? Let's see. Let's see. I have to go way up here. Let's see. Where is it? Where's the comment? Yeah. I think you'll think, okay. Oh, Lordy. You can do it all at once? Okay. I can't find it in the chat. where I don't want to. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hide. There. Okay, I got it. Sorry about that. It was a nice comment. Thank you. I had to. Thanks, Carol. I had to go up and find it. I got 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 it. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Hi, Glenda. Hi, Carol. I'm glad you could pop in for a minute. I'm hoping you have a restful day. Oh, it was a nice comment, Mary. It was not a bad one. I've had, when they had all those horrible trolley people out there, I had one of those horrible trolls about you want a good time. And that was on, and I couldn't get rid of it. That was awful. I think I'm going to leave that. I mean, I've got little, I'm going to put a little head here, but that doesn't make any sense. Not that it's supposed to make sense. I kind of like it. I'm doing little collages that are supposed to have a lot of white. Yeah. Carol's just keeping an eye on me, you know, how she does. A little. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to maybe find a little quote. Yeah. And then that'll. No. Oops. Okay. I don't know. Let's do a little. How about this? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe a stamp right here. Ah, I know. Where's your pineapple? Oh, I use that. There. Here's the pineapple. All their secrets. See, that one would be, that wouldn't be this one. Because, or she's got her hand on her stomach. How could be, when I was a child, that would work when I was a child, or we're having at the time of our life. The only chance we had, dangling across the light snow, happiness of. I think that one's when I was a child. I think that works because it looks like she's talking to her, and maybe she's the child, but she's kind of bosomy to be the child, right? And they're not looking out the window. That could have been the other one. Here's a good one. I love these. All right, this is bad, but I'm going to put it down because I have I'm a bent sense of humor. Here it goes. Because I'm not taking this. I mean, this is like not going to be hanging in a museum. I know this is awful. What if you turned the head up? Yeah, well, this is pretty funny. I'm going to stick it right. Right. Here you go. Oh, I got to do let me do the thingy around it. The thingy majigga, the outlining. Yeah. Yeah, that would be, yeah, this is it. This is the one. I have an envelope somewhere, and I say somewhere, I have no idea where I've cut out little phrases out of one, book that I bought to tear apart. And I just went through and, cut out little sentences, random sentences that could be used just like this, That's what these are. But this is perfect. I know you can't wait. Now the question is where to put it, though. I don't think I want it up here. I think I'm going to put it down here, and it is. She was a strange little girl. Yes, Lily. I'm not. Yes, Lily. Yes, Nettie. And of course, I put it up crooked. That's okay. I think that fits. I think she was a strange little girl. Now, what are the odds of finding a quote to go with that? I mean, that's what's so crazy. Oh, hi, Devin. It was so great to know. Wonderful to see you. Yes. Oh, well, now I'm looking at the cone of uncertainty. That's what we call it here, not the cone. Well, it is the cone of, and it shows that it's not a major hurricane. It's just an H on the NOAA's website. And so, yeah, we're going to get something, but we've been lucky. And then there's one right behind. There's Hermione. I think Hermione's not going to do anything or not. We're already to the H's. So, well, I think I don't have time for another one of these. I know, mesmerizing, but I'm glad that I got this out. It's fun. I highly recommend, even if you do it on index cards. I mean, we've all of us have done these type of small, and this whole book is just, the object is, little cluster, little collages, and leaving a lot of white on the pages. This is awful. I hate that one, but I like that one. Oh, I was going to put a stamp on that one, wasn't I? I have the perfect stamp. I have a stamp in mind. It's going to go right there. Yes. I have just enough time. 3 minutes. Oh, I could stamp. Lily, it's not time. No. Oh. Wow. Yeah, I hope everything goes okay with Lily. I'm a little. I just don't want her to be in pain, and got something like that. That may be too big. You can try that on. I've got that. Or I've got this. No, Lily. No. Or no, honey. Just something as simple as that. Or I think this is too big. No, that's way too big. Or stay right there, Lily. No, Lily. Oh, and she's now up against my back. Something like that. Anybody have? I know I went through them. I kind of like that. What do you think? Or nothing? A stamp or nothing? The circles. Oh, okay. You like the circles? These circles, you mean? No, you can't see those circles. Oh, these, the little circles? Like that? I kind of like that too. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. I like that too. This is I love this stamp set. And I was enabled by Colleen. But it's a great, I just love the, this is the stamp set. And you have all these great little doodles. It's doodles. That's what it's called, doodles. And it's super. And thank you, ladies. Oh, stop it. All right, I'll stick this on and then we can say au revoir. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Hasta la vista, baby. Guten Tag. What else? That's about it. French, German, and Spanish, and American. Thanks for being here. We're all wishing Carol a quick recovery from whatever. You just rest, Carol, as best you can. Rest, Carol, as best you can. And we got you. We got you. We got you. We's got you. Aloha. Oh, I did forget that. Yeah, I hope your wrist feels better too, Becky, too. Whoops. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. That's the piece de la resistance. Okay, bye-bye, ladies. Thank you so much for being here, and wish Carol well. All righty? I'm going offline. Bye-bye. Yes, I'll give Lily some love. They're giving you love. Lily just wants her tuna. Okay, bye-bye.